Oh, you know what we better do? We better bring the mic in.
Okay.
Better bring that mic in. Mic in. Bring that mic in. Hello.
So this is the Game Boy Advance version.
So this is
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yes, and if you know anything about ports, you'll know that this is one of the greatest ports known to mankind. It was discovered. It was discovered in the 1980s. This port for the Game Boy Advance, widely considered one of the worst ports of all time. I've not played it myself though. Do you know anything about this port, Joe? Because I know a few things.
No.
Let me turn the volume down a little bit, and I'll tell you what I know. So what I do know is that this game was critically panned, and the mouse is in the screen, critically panned for several reasons. One, the sound. I think you can already hear why. The music alone is noticeably worse than the Genesis version.
The frame rate seems excellent.
The frame rate is
JK.
horrid. Oh. Yeah, the frame rate is horrid. But also there's a spin dash. Oh wait, no, this is classic mode. So there's an anniversary edition of the game which lets you spin dash, but we're playing classic. And the one other thing...
Is it zoomed in extra? I think it might be
yeah.
really zoomed in, because I remember being able to see a little bit more of the field when you played the original Sonic the Hedgehog, which is pretty important because you're a very fast character.
Yeah.
So you would want to see a huge amount of the field.
Now, the field. I mean, granted, Sonic has always been a large character on screens, like always bigger than Mario, but this big? This is huge. It seems huge. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just both of us.
No, I think it's zoomed in.
Yeah. What else was there? There was one other thing about this port that was horrendous. Yeah, oh, I did it. Frame rates, music. Oh, apparently the GBA has difficulty, or at least the way this game was programmed for the GBA, has difficulty scrolling. So it scrolls kind of jaggedly,
yes.
kind of jankedly, you might say, jankedly.
Oh man.
So it's quite janky.
This is some of the worst bonus stages.
Yeah, what was up
in the
with
history of Sonic games?
You know, Sonic 2 got it so right, but what was with this bonus stage?
Yeah, Sonic 2 was pretty fun. Sonic 3 was alright too.
Oh, we should mention that we're playing this in celebration of Sonic Mania.
Yeah, Sonic Mania just released. I almost bought it the other night because I was drinking.
Oh, you should though. I mean, I've heard it's a great game. It's the first good Sonic game in 20 years.
Yeah, I didn't know anything about it. I should have just bought it.
Yeah.
I should have taken advantage of my drinkingness.
Do you know what it's about yet? It's remixed Sonic 2 and 3 levels, I think. Or at least Sonic 2 levels.
Yeah.
There's some remixed levels and some brand new levels.
It looks pretty fun.
Like in the style of those zones, you know? Yeah, it's getting, well, for Sonic, it's getting rave reviews. It's getting, like, straight 8 and 9s across the board, you know, just pretty good.
It's coming out for Steam pretty soon, too, so maybe we'll cover it on the channel.
I think it was out yesterday for Steam.
No, I thought it was out at the end, I thought it was, like, the 30th or something.
Oh, I thought they delayed it till the 26th.
Oh, maybe it's already out then.
I don't know.
Okay, we'll check it out on Steam.
Isn't that weird, though? They delayed it by 2 weeks, all of a sudden, like, at the very last minute. Oh my god, look how slow it is. Just keeps slowing down.
Yeah, you really need that spin dash to get going sometimes in the... Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, Sonic 1, actually, not having the spin dash is bad. It's bad. Oh, damn it, I keep doing that.
Yeah, I pretty much never played the first Sonic game after I had the others.
Yeah, after Sonic 2 came out, there was no reason. Like, it was made completely obsolete by everything that Sonic 2 had. And if you were on a desert island with nothing else to play except for this game, I would just never play a game again.
I would play this.
You would play this?
Yeah, but there's nothing else to do on my desert island.
Am I gonna die? Okay.
Yeah, I would just pick any MMO so that I could call for help.
Oh, call for help. I was gonna say so I could spend hundreds of hours and not worry about it. But yeah, I would call for help too. That's not the first thing I thought of.
I'm on an island and I'm trapped here with Warframe.
Hey, you know, you could just play the game for the rest of your life. Wouldn't you though? Because I would.
No. I hate Warframe.
No, you don't. You love it.
I'm just kidding.
I mean, it's fun while you're playing it.
I don't know. So this kind of sucks. Should we try a different game?
I guess so. I guess we've seen all the bad stuff there is. I kind of want to see. I want to see what's next. I kind of forget. Oh, Act 3. This Sonic game had 3.
Yeah, the first Sonic game had
zone.
3 acts per zone, and the third act would always have Robotnik at the end, predictably.
All right. So far, it's okay. No, not really. Just go play Sonic 2.
Wait, you got the invincibility. Let's see how that plays out.
Probably poorly. Doesn't it not protect you from spot? Oh, it does.
It does, yeah. Let's see how. Look how it's so slow.
Look how choppy it is.
I think those stars are really slowing the frame rate down. I
like,
think that's slowing it down even. Those are supposed to smash, but they just disappear.
There's no particles or anything?
Nope.
Yeah, there is no sense of speed in this at all. I would rather play Bubsy 3D.
Well,
for the PlayStation.
I don't know if I would go that far. Wow, pretty good graphics. I wasn't expecting this.
Game & Watch Collection number 4, huh? Huh. Gallery 4. Okay. I'm on board with this.
Looks fun. Let's try out some of these Game & Watches.
Joe, I've never played a Game & Watch game before, have you?
I don't think so.
Press start during the game and turn the power off to create an autosave.
They're like pre-NES games, the Game & Watches.
What? Press start during the game and turn the power off.
An autosave.
Okay, alright.
Next time you turn the power, that's an odd thing to do.
So it's a manual autosave.
Yeah, I remember in the old days with the NES, you used to have to hold reset and before you turned the power off so that it would save. It usually would save anyway, though. You could usually just hit the power. I remember doing that a bunch of times where I'd forget to hold reset and it would still save the data.
Was that the method that they actually recommended? Because I never did that.
It was,
I never knew anybody.
It was. It always
said
said it on the. It always said it on the screen. It was always in game. It said, "Please hold the reset button as you when you turn the power off." Yeah.
How many games did that though?
Legend of Zelda, the Star Tropics games.
No.
Every game that had save
No,
in it. Yeah.
I disagree. I disagree.
Okay.
Are you? Can we make money? Can I make money off this bet?
I'll bet the channel.
I'll bet the channel on it.
Yeah, you can have full ownership of the channel if I'm wrong, and if you're wrong, then I have full ownership of the channel.
Here are the rules for the rain shower.
Yeah, let's read the rules for the rain shower. I wasn't reading shit.
Shake the rope to keep the falling water balloons from hitting the hanging characters on the head.
Hanging characters, all the dead toad men that killed, all the dead mushroom men that killed themselves in the depression of living in the mushroom kingdom where there's no work, no jobs, no food. They're born to die.
So this must be
precisely what they do.
This must be a remake then of.
Yeah, this is clearly better graphics than a Game & Watch game. Game & Watch games are basically like.
Oh, I broke it.
They're basically like Tiger Electronics if you remember those. Oh, there's the mushroom man trying to kill himself. What are those called? Toads? They're not called toads though. Toad is the name of one of the mushroom men.
They're called mushroom.
I think they're just called mushroom men.
Wait, what?
Oh, we clearly did not read the rules.
But we did read the rules very clearly, at least once. Wasn't the goal not to hit them, or was it to hit them? I mean, it's a 50-50 shot. It's either hit them or not to hit them. I can't remember which it is. It must be to hit them. That's the only thing I can think of. Is to hit them. Oh, well, I don't want to try again. Let's get out of here. Don't worry about avoiding the falling moons. What? Give me the instructions again. Let's get out of here.
This is GS where we don't read instructions.
I want to see the instructions. Oh no! Now we don't.
Try a different game.
This is a
try
good game.
Mario's Cement Factory.
That's a classic.
Okay, the tank holds only 3 fills, so filling a tank 4 times will cause it to spill and cause you to lose a life. Pull the lever to pour the cement and avoid spills.
Watch out for the elevators.
Watch out for the elevators.
That seems simple enough, right?
Now, this takes a lot of math to do.
Wait, are you one of those people, Joe? Because I know that I am for sure. I'm one of those people that no matter how many times I read the directions before I actually do something, I don't understand what I'm doing until I do it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I find text tutorials to be really difficult to follow. If I need to learn how to do something, I always just look on YouTube.
I need the visual.
What did I do before YouTube? Well, I was very dumb.
Weren't we all dumber?
Even dumber than I am now.
So it said each cement holder holds 3 holds. Look at him! That's cute. So
look at that face.
All you can do is move left and right here.
Hey, nothing wrong with going left or right. Oh, there's cement up at the top.
Yeah.
Oh, it pours in.
It pours very slowly.
Very slowly, yeah.
I guess we are on easy mode, but man, this is pretty easy. I like that model of Mario though. That's a really nice sprite.
So yeah, you wanna wait though. I don't think you want to dump out those bottom ones yet. I think you want to fill those up. You want to get more cement in there.
To crush those Yoshi and Toad? To kill them?
Yeah, you want to get more...
To literally crush them to death.
Yes, you want to get more cement in there.
But why?
I could see this being like one of those old-timey black and white handheld games.
Yeah. Yeah, me too, actually. Yeah, it's so simple.
Okay, now you want to hit it. Now you got to hit that one on the right.
Now let's crush them. Send them to their doom.
Yeah.
We're going to kill a sleeping Toad. Oh.
Oh, no, you just... I guess you can do it whenever you want. It doesn't really matter.
I did it.
Yeah, you got to hit it again, though.
I do.
See, there's 3 of them.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, you landed on the...
I can't touch the
yellow
ground.
And black striped ground. And you know what that means.
Oh god, cement! It hurts!
It means certain death.
In this universe.
That's why they paint the ground like that in some places.
It's a ghost.
Because if you step on it, you'll be haunted by ghouls.
This is a weird game. Let's see what else they got to offer. Pouring out a tank that contains a boo doesn't give you any points, but
you
a boo...
Have you ever seen the movie Constantine? The beginning of the movie Constantine, where that there's a girl possessed by that winged bat beast. That's what happens if you step on a ground that's painted yellow and black like that. So don't do it. All right.
I watched Constantine when I was in college one time. Fire or boxing? Those both sound fun and safe.
Yeah, let's try boxing.
I was gonna say let's try fire.
Oh yeah, Mayweather won.
Yeah, the only reason I know about that is because it was on Reddit.
It's the only thing that anyone's been talking about since yesterday.
I know.
I didn't watch it.
I didn't... Alright. This kind of reminds me of Chavez for the SNES.
A little bit, yeah. It's definitely a boxing game. Wait, are you just,
punching him in the groin repeatedly?
You're punching him in the groin. What's this thing called? A Weedle? You're punching a Weedle in the stomach again and again.
Check that out. That's an absurd amount of violence for a Nintendo game. Yeah, I don't follow boxing though, but I've been reading all about it just because I can't get away from it. Look at that big nose.
What, Luigi's nose?
Oh no, I was talking about the Wheedler's nose.
Well, it's called a Wheedler, that's right.
That's not called a Wheedler.
Yeah, it is.
It is? No, it's not.
Yeah, what is that enemy called?
They're in Mario RPG.
Mario.
They're in Mario RPG. They're called, they're in Mario 64 as well. What are they? They're called, not knock-knocks. They're called, are they really called Wheedlers?
I think so, yeah.
That's weird.
They originated in Super Mario World.
Yeah. They were fun in that game. That whole game was amazing. Okay, this is really boring. That's incredibly boring. Probably to watch.
Let's try something else.
Yes. This game has a really, really ugly art style, I think. If this is the one that I'm thinking of.
Alright, let's check it out. Alright, everyone, it's time to talk about Empire Interactive and Taito games.
You know, they make good stuff, right?
Yeah, they do.
Oh!
Yeah, no, this is...
Looks okay, right? I might be thinking of...
This is a very different style than the old Bubble Bobbles, though.
I must be thinking of...
Not very different, but a little different.
Yeah.
No, it's pretty cute, though. It's not... doesn't look too bad.
Horrible.
It's not, like, too badly drawn or anything. But I guess it's a little pixelated, though. Like, not pixelated. And that's the wrong word to say because it's a GBA game. But the pixels look jagged. Kind of sloppy, I think. The sprite art looks a little bit sloppy, I might say.
At first I thought this was the infamously bad Bubble game, and it may still be.
Old Bubble Bobble. No, let's play new Bubble Bobble.
This is a revised version. We recommend this version if you're new to it.
Item library.
I guess this is like a remaster in a way.
Yeah, well, we'll see because I know what the first level of Bubble Bobble looks like.
Yeah. Anyway, there was... Oh, this is okay. There was one version of Bubble Bobble, I believe... I'm going to turn that down a little bit. I believe it was on the DS. I think it was called Bubble Bobble Revolutions or Bubble Bobble...
This is the first level.
Legends
so we're
gonna
have 3 of these... Yeah,
there you go.
Buster Bastards or whatever they're called.
And in this version of the game, there was a game-breaking glitch at level 30 where you could not progress past level 30 if you had the cart, you know, in your DS or whatever.
Yeah.
And there were 100 levels, and nobody has ever made it past level 30 because there was a glitch.
They never recalled it or anything?
I think you could send your cart in to get a replacement.
Yeah.
But
I was just going to tell a story because I bought a game called Capcom vs. SNK Card Battlers Clash when that came out.
Yeah.
Really fun game. But you couldn't... There was a certain part of the game that you couldn't get past, and I could not figure it out. I played it for hours trying to figure out how to get past this one floor. And it turned out that it was a bug with the game, and you had to send the cartridge back and get a new copy of the game. But I had played the game for like 8 hours already. I was 8 hours into the game. Come on, pop, you fucking Bubble. And I sent it away and got a cartridge, and I started playing the game over again.
Did they erase your data?
Oh, yeah, of course.
I guess they could.
They sent a fresh game.
Yeah.
It was an entirely different cartridge. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's a shame.
So yeah, I had to. But back then, I guess I had a little bit more time back then, and nowadays I probably wouldn't continue playing the game.
Yeah, yeah.
I'd probably just, I don't know, give up. Yeah.
I mean, there were fewer games back then. For one
Pissed
thing.
off that I lost my time. Now I'm more concerned with my time than my money.
Yeah.
And I'd be more pissed off that I lost 8 hours of my time to a game that I can't complete now. But yeah, I started the game over, and I did enjoy it, the unbroken version of the game. But that's a pretty big bug. You just can't. They didn't have somebody test the whole game from start to finish before they released it.
And especially for Bobble, that's not a game that takes like 60 hours to play through.
Oh yeah, Bobble.
But no, you're right.
Yeah, for
that one too,
card battlers, I mean, if you know what you're doing, you can beat that game pretty quickly.
Was it a bug that 100% of players would experience?
Yeah, it was 100%. It wasn't.
And
it was an easy bug to catch. You just had to play through the game, and you just couldn't get past a certain floor. I think there was like 30 floors in the game, and it was like the 16th floor maybe.
And it was unclear whether or not it was a game-breaking bug or not. Like you weren't sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the worst. It's the worst. I'll admit, I was amazed. Beer?
Yeah, I just grabbed a beer. Yeah, this game has backgrounds in it. It's actually a little bit harder to see though than the original. The original game, all the backgrounds were black, so all the characters really stood out because black is it's the darkest tone you can get.
I remember there was a time before games could be patched, and I think, in fact, Twilight Princess for the Wii had a game-breaking glitch as well. If you saved in a certain point, there was a certain room where if you saved your progress and quit or whatever and you came back, you would have soft-locked your game. Just like, Bubble and that card battler game.
Yeah.
So I think that was one of the first games I remember them like Nintendo will straight up patch because, they couldn't just send out discs to everybody again. That'd be ridiculous. And they still have not really embraced the whole internet thing. 10, 15 years later.
Oh, by the way, that card battler game is completely broken.
Completely broken?
Yeah.
How?
The aggro strategies are completely overpowered. It's not even fair, and it doesn't take any skill to play the aggro strategies in the game. It's the opponents do not stand a chance, not even a little bit. It's not like in Hearthstone where sometimes aggro is stronger, but you can still win sometimes. But if you play the right type of deck, you can't possibly lose.
So I guess that's the game where you're only doing PvE, right?
I think so, but I think if you know somebody with it, like you can link up cartridges. I never knew anybody that played it, but you could play it versus. And it had fun mechanics. Like if it was well balanced, I think it would have been a better game. But it's hard to balance a trading card game.
Yeah. Which makes me wonder, was the Pokemon card game ever balanced?
I don't know, but I bet someone will know. Someone can probably answer that question for us in the comments below.
And if it was balanced, who were the people that balanced it?
Actually, no, Professor Oak. Discard your hand and draw 7 cards. And the trainer cards in that game, which were basically the spells, they were free to play. You didn't have there wasn't any mana. You didn't have to pay any mana for those.
Although my reasoning is, if both players have access to those cards, isn't it already balanced by itself, just because anybody can use it?
Well, certain strategies just aren't viable. If one strategy just beats everything, then it eliminates the purpose for most of the cards. Like in SNK vs. Capcom Card Battler, there's only certain cards were even useful. You couldn't use any control cards, any of the strongest characters. You just couldn't use. Like the high cost, fun to use, strong characters, or anything that took any thinking or strategy. There was really no point to it if all you wanted to do was win. But if you wanted to have fun and play with card interactions, you could play with whatever you wanted. And during my playthrough of the game, I didn't realize the overpoweredness of some of the strategies, so I was having fun and making all kinds of different decks. So the one thing that's kind of annoying about this game is that it scrolls slightly.
It does.
So we can't see what's happening on the very top or the very bottom of the screen, depending on where we are. And you kind of need to see the action at the top and bottom of the screen because you can fall through.
So these stages are exactly the same, except they're slightly taller, maybe, or slightly bigger in general, right?
But they're the same. No, I think they're exactly the same, except it just scrolls up and down because the GBA screen is slightly wide.
So they could have just put black bars on the side and show the whole screen, or they could do it this way.
Yeah.
All right. I wonder if you can change that.
This is actually kind of bad.
I wonder if the original version that's in this is identical to the NES version, or wasn't it an arcade game originally? So
I think so.
Hopefully, it would be an arcade port.
I like that trick. All right.
It was a card trick, you might say.
So we gotta wait for the water bubbles here. Good thing I remember how to do this, because this would be confusing if.
That is confusing. What do you have to? You have to hit them?
Yeah, you gotta hit those water bubbles, and it sends the water down into that heart. And if it hits one of the enemies, it turns them into fruit automatically. Kind of confusing, actually. I would say kind of bad game design, but the game was made in like 1983, so.
Quick check out the original version here.
Okay. Oh, I have to put in my name. We'll put in something really clever.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's telling me how far I got. Round 13. Not particularly far. Very cute. Oh, yeah, I like the drawing style. Just the pixel art's a little bit sloppy, but not too bad. Yeah, I mean, there it looks really sloppy. This is the original art. I think this is the... Oh, what happened? What? Is this really what... This is not what it looked like for NES. Maybe this is the arcade version. Yeah.
Because the arcade version would have had better graphics and sound, right?
Yeah. It looks almost the same. Oh, it does scroll.
Oh.
Which I doubt the arcade version scrolled. It probably... Yeah, why would it? It was probably 4x3. I think pretty much everything was 4x3 back then. So yeah, I think they just put the scrolling in for... So
that's worse.
It's worse, yeah. I guess so they could keep the same resolution, because it's kind of a problem though. If they want to use the original sprites, that might be an issue. That would probably be the issue. They wouldn't be able to zoom in and show everything at the correct resolution. Maybe that might be it. I don't know. That's kind of a problem though, the scrolling. So I'm gonna say it's not a buy.
Here's what I want to know. What percentage of people that have played this game before played it on NES versus those who played it in the arcade? I would bet you any amount of money that more people have played it on the NES. And yeah, this version is the classic version.
That's what I played the most. Alright, I mean, this is the same shit, so...
Yeah.
Let's check something else out, huh? Okay, so we just tested this game out for a few minutes to figure out what the control is like. I never played this, but it's by Treasure. It's Hajime no Ippo, the fighting for GBA. We're gonna try out the story mode.
Was this originally a manga? I assume yes.
Yeah.
Then an anime, and now
I know that. I never read it. I think it might have been... Maybe it was a show too? I don't know.
I think it was about boxing.
Maybe.
Maybe.
So we're gonna see if we can actually beat a guy now. We just tried out the sparring mode to see if we could learn what the controls did, and I basically understand how it works. It's actually pretty awesome. But I think A is just block. I think A might just be block. Yeah.
I noticed there's a meter on the left side there, and depending on how far you are, I'm assuming you're the blue guy and the red balls there are the other guy's gloves.
Yeah, it shows how close you are.
Yeah, but
to the opponent.
Yeah, and each distance has a certain name.
Useful.
So you guys are 1 unit apart, so it's middle, and now you're no units apart, so it's cross. And I assume it, every distance has its own name or number or both.
And there's a resource called Spirit. You see, I have 6 Spirit. That means I have 6 of these super punches left. So if I hold down the R shoulder button, a direction on the D-pad, and I press B, I'll do like a super punch, which I can't seem to land. I'm probably not doing it right.
So they're just like stars then from Punch-Out.
Kind of, it seems like, yeah.
I don't know who's winning.
So you can do uppercuts and hooks and jabs. So if you just press the B button, you do a jab like that. It seems to be pretty effective. So he's doing like hooks right now.
This must have been mind-blowing. Back in, what, 2002 or 3, whenever it came out. I would have had my mind blown.
Yeah, the graphics are awesome. And the control feels pretty snappy, even though I don't exactly know what I'm doing. And it has kind of a treasure feel to it. And the graphics are awesome.
I assume this is an English version, right? Like, was this a Western release? Everything's in English, so that,
except for the title, though. The title wasn't in English.
It's hard to say, actually. You know, some games released in Japan and developed by Japanese companies sometimes are just in English for no reason. That always blew my mind.
Oh, we're dodging. When the gloves move to the side, we're just dodging.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, when you press A and direction at the same time, you're dodging. See how he's dodging?
Check that out.
That's me dodging now. See? That's why he's missing. Oh, fuck.
I see.
Hit me there. Okay.
Alright. I don't really understand that health bar at the top, though.
Wow. That landed a few good hits there. I really want to land one of these spirit punches. Actually, I landed a couple of them, but... You can tell how tired you are by the color of the gloves. If they start turning red, you're about to be dead. Cut that part out. No, that won't be happening.
No.
We're GS. That doesn't happen.
I mean, it looks cool. I want to know if this was released in America. I would be surprised either way, I think.
Oh, come on. You jerk. It's really intense. Reminds me a little bit of Title Fight, the old arcade game. You remember Title Fight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's as entertaining to watch as it is to play, though, unfortunately.
Is that a hint that we should stop playing it?
Yes. You want to keep playing.
Let's do one more round. I bet it's a lot of rounds, though.
This is round 3 already.
Yeah.
You mean like a bunch of different fighters?
Well, no, I mean rounds in this battle, this fight.
Isn't it just 3? Isn't it always just 3?
I don't think so. In Punch-Out it is, but...
I don't know what boxing is. What are the odds? The day after the most famous boxing event in recent memory. Now we're playing 2 different boxing games.
Well, Ed and I love boxing, and we do it on
Yes.
a regular basis.
We do. That's why we don't show our faces, because we have no teeth and no eyes from boxing.
Yeah, they call me Glass Joe. I've lost 99 boxing matches, and they call Ed Von Kaiser.
Because I'm from Russia, actually.
Yep.
Yep. And that's where we record, is in Russia. Near Philadelphia. Russia, Pennsylvania.
This is pretty hard.
I guess you started a campaign mode? Or like a...
Yeah, this is the
Story
story mode.
Not much
This is
story.
the first guy.
Yeah, he's no Glass Joe. He's way worse than that, huh? Oh man, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. GS is taking a break soon. Forgot about that. Little summer vacay. You know, the cool kids call it vacay. If you say vacation, you're a fool. Don't waste your breath on that last syllable. The shin. Just don't waste your time. Although I've spent more time explaining why you shouldn't waste your time saying the last syllable. But, you know what I mean? It's a vacay. It's going to be a good vacay this year. So if you're watching this and it's the beginning of September, maybe we're at the beach. Although, actually, probably what's more likely is we're inside playing video games. Like this one.
Yep, probably this one, actually.
Yeah, maybe, actually. This looks pretty good. I know I said it didn't look that good a minute ago, but it looks better now. Last time Joe and I went on a vacay together, we were at the shore in New Jersey, and we ended up playing Rogue Legacy for an entire week. That's a good shore game. That's a good two-person game. You know, you take turns, see how far you can get. It's like a good challenge game.
Well, I'm kind of just mashing these buttons.
Yeah,
Here.
I think this is going on.
Yeah. Okay.